Moving on to the ice dance and women at the 2025 Skate America. Um, there was some surprise, not a lot. There was some surprise in the ice dance. A lot of very pleasant surprise in the women. So the ice dance here, of course, the winners were Madison Chalk and Evan Bate. I don't think there was any question that that was who was gonna win. Uh, we kind of figured even if they took a fall, they were gonna win. In second place was Marjorie Lajoie and Zachary Laga. And third place was Evgenia Laparova and Jeffrey Bessard. And fourth place was Lucia Dermagat and Theo Lemercier. And fifth place, and very surprising to me, was Christina Carrera and Anthony Podomarenko. I did not see them in fifth place. They were followed in sixth place by Ona Brown and Gage Brown, then Katerina Maskova and Daniel Masek, followed by Phoebe Becker and James Hernandez, then Alicia Fabry and Paul Ayer, then and lastly was Selena Fragi and Jean Han Fournier. Um, I was pretty okay with the standings. I feel like Selena and Jean Han are such a young couple. I don't think they've quite found a skating style that really suits them yet, but I do think they probably will be one of those skaters that's very French, very avant-garde, very unique when they do eventually find their voice. I've been watching this pair for years now in the Junior Grand Prix. I don't know because I've seen some of the other pairs that are coming out of Junior for France. I don't know if they have the potential of leading that next generation or if they're going to get bypassed by some of the other skaters that are coming up behind them that are very, very talented. Then Alyssa and Paul, again, I've already said how I feel about this pair. They seem like very nice people. Um, Neither of their programs really speak to me. The rhythm dance, it's not their fault. It is what it is. The free dance is just a very generic lyrical program. There's nothing wrong with it. Phoebe and James, now they are a pair that do speak to me. Yes, they're doing Romeo and Juliet for their free program, which is very everybody's got to get that Romeo and Juliet in there sometimes in their career. But I really, really do like their rhythm dance. I think it's really nice. I think it suits them well. And I also really like this Romeo and Juliet on them. They seem like they will be one of those pairs that do tragic love story incredibly well. I can feel that from them. They have some good connection with each other. They need to work on their skating skill. They need to bend more on the ice. Their lifts are pretty good. They need more ice coverage. They need more speed. But I feel like these are all things that will eventually come. Then Katerina and Daniel. I love this pair because if you are a skating purist, this pair is about skating purity. Their inside edge is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. She's very flexible in her back, so you know she's going to be able to hold some beautiful position. He has really nice posture. I question their packaging. That rhythm dance is not to my liking. I feel like this is a pair that's way more talented than the material they are being given. And I think that's the reason they're being buried, is they're packaging their material, because the talent, without a doubt, without a question, is definitely there. Ona and Gage. Their rhythm dance is okay. Again, it's perfectly in line with what we're getting. But that free dance, Again, The Godfather is really growing on me. I knew it was going to be a popular, theme given where the Olympic is, but the people who are choosing to do The Godfather are giving me Godfather. This free program is crazy. When Oma takes Gage over her head and flip him, I'm like, oh, don't do that. When he takes his legs and he does the cut over her head, there is just so many movements in this program that are memorable. This is not a program that I watch and I forget. This is a program that I'm watching. I'm not taking my eyes off of either of the Brown siblings the entire time, and they're always doing something amazing. They're always doing something to entertain me. Again, I'm a huge fan of this pair. So much speed, so much knee bent. Oh my God. Oh, I'm gaga over the skating skill of this particular sibling pairing. Absolutely exquisite. Christina and Anthony. I do like the dress in the rhythm dance. I think it's very nice. I was having an issue with the entire packaging situation that was coming out of Gabor, because I don't know, Marie-France Dubuis always looks fabulous into the kissing cry. I don't know why she was letting these skaters go out looking like a hot mess. I do like this new dress on Christina. I think it's very nice. The rhythm dance, not my favorite. I will say I do like the music cut. I think they picked songs that were in line with each other, that was similar enough to each other that it wasn't jarring. Some of these rhythm dance, you go from one song to the next, and you're like, oh, this is giving me a headache. I don't get that from Anthony and Christina's music cut. I think it blends. I think it goes well with each other. Again, their rhythm dance is not great, but whose rhythm dance is? The free dance, Christina was selling that free dance to me like crazy. And Anthony was right there keeping up with her. So I think in the rhythm dance, they lost a lot of their levels because of edge issues. They were very much on flat edge. And that, I would say, when you watch on the Brown sibling, watch how deep their edges when they make a turn. Like, when the skaters do that turn around the board, Anthony will be right on top of his skate. Christina will be slightly more edge, but it's nothing compared to the edge work that you're getting from Ekaterina and Daniel, or that you're getting from the Brown sibling. They're really going into the inside and outside edge of their blades, and that's pushing them and giving them momentum. And that, I feel, is where Christina and Anthony are lacking. And I think that's the opportunity, that's what's getting them buried, which I was very surprised. This is Skate America. This is Christina and Anthony. I mean, is this an Igor situation? Igor Spielman. Is this you? Is this you burying Anthony and Christina? Listen, snakes are gonna slid in the grass. I have nothing to say. Lucia and Theo, I've always said this pair is very unique. The programs they pick are very uniquely suited to them. Again, I don't hate their rhythm dance. I think there's potential to that rhythm dance. And I find that free dance to be very cool, very unique, very them. They're the kind of skater that there's no major weakness to them, but I also don't have anything that I absolutely love about them either. I feel like their skating is good, their program is good, their lift is good. Nothing about them is like, wow, this is amazing, unfortunately. Then we got to Evgenia and Jeffrey. They're blue. Their outfits are blue. I really enjoyed the cheekiness of them skating to I'm Blue, to that pinkish reddish outfit that I just absolutely adored. And now they've switched to this blue outfit, and it's not a bad outfit, but I just feel like the cheekiness is gone. And I kind of want the old outfit back. But otherwise, I really like their rhythm dance. Again, there are sprinkled rhythm dances that I do like. I find this rhythm dance to be very 90s, very 2000. Are we in the 90s or the 2000? I don't know. The rhythm dance is so stupid, I forgot. But I do like the rhythm dance for them. It's very fun. It's very cheeky. They got that quirky, weird, fun thing about them that is all over this program, and I really, really do enjoy it. Again, their long program, very nice, very nice. I don't know if that's really their strong suit. For me, I would give them more of a and Mrs. Smith long program and just watch them have all of this raw passion while trying to kill each other. I feel like that would be a more suitable program for them because they have all of this power and passion, and I don't think the softer programs really showcase all of their power and passion. Not that they can't do the soft program. They do this program very well. Very well. I just feel like maybe more powerful programs is better suited to them. Then Marjorie and Zachary, my little Lala couple, they win the silver here. I don't love the rhythm dance. Oh God. First of all, why do we need to go through so many music cuts? Just pick two songs. And I feel like, again, another pairs whose skating skills are way above the materials they're being given. And I know I'm not the only one to have this idea. I know this idea is all over Twitter, but I agree with it 100%. Like, this is not great material, but they skated to the best of their ability. And then we get to the free program, which is so much better suited to their skills, to their talent. You could tell they have a comfort level in terms of pairs who have been together for such a long time. What I love about Marjorie and Zachary that no other pair I feel gives, well, maybe I would say Laurence and Guillaume kind of give me that. But what we'll say for Marjorie and Zachary is they're so well suited for each other. Their lines match perfectly. Their skating skills are even. Their edge work, even. Their lifts look relatively easy for them to do. You could tell they're both skaters who listen and hear the music and skate with the music and to the music, as opposed to just skating while the music play. I feel like all of those are their strong suit. On the other end, I do feel like as a pair, they've been together for so long, they know each other so well that there's no mystery, there's no tension. And that, I think, was what was so special about Tessa Virtue and Scott Moyer. Guys, I've read many, many fan fiction about these two people. I don't know why I did that, but I did. And I was convinced that they were going to end up together happily ever after with triplets or whatever. And the reason why was because every time they got on the ice, even though they had been competing for so long, they gave you this feeling that there was mystery, there was passion, something was gonna happen. That's why there's so many fan fiction. I don't quite get that from Marjorie and Zach. Like, I can't quite yet picture Marjorie and Zach doing a romantic piece the way I can say a Hannah and Ye doing a romantic piece. You give Hannah and Ye a romantic piece and they're going to sell you that romance, that story to the degree. Whereas for Marjorie, I feel like you have to give them more of an avant-garde, conceptual free dance, or you have to give them something really, really fun, sort of like, the Bird of Summer program they had a couple of seasons ago, which was just very unique. But you never know. They may be the kind of skaters who grow into being able to give you that vibe of mystery, of passion. But I feel like that's their only shortcoming right now, is their connection with each other. But otherwise, I think they are probably one of the most talented young pairs coming up. And once the generation ahead of them leave, I said this when they were in junior, I continue to say this when they're senior, and I'll continue to see this. This is a pair that I can see on world podium and Olympic podium eventually. The winners here, Madison Chalk and Evan Bates. She changed the outfit from that Fuggo outfit, Fuggo meaning fucking ugly outfit. Thank you. What I have to say about Madison and Evan is if you criticize them, they will take the criticism, they will not complain or moan, and they will fix what needs to be fixed. That Fuggo outfit needed to be fixed. The fupa and the crotch, it was not doing it. This outfit is much better. The simple black cutout, the black tights. I will have to say, I am still concerned. I am still very, very concerned about a world in any world where Madison and Evan have an inanimate object that might get in their way. By that, I mean that skirt. I don't know how I feel about it. Yes, it's a lot shorter and it's a lot more manageable. Again, thank you guys for listening and taking criticism and understanding you guys are prone to falling, and that might not be the best situation. But even with the shorter one, I'm just like, ooh. But the program was much improved here. The outfit was absolutely improved. The rhythm dance still doesn't do it for me. Like, why do we have to listen to the entire discography of Lenny Kravitz? And I'm saying this as someone who adores Lenny Kravitz and his music. But why? And then finally we got to the women. Oh Lord, the judges, the judges, the judges. The winners here were Alyssa Liu, and second place was Rinka Watanabe, and third place was Anastasia Gabanova, and fourth place, very close, was Laura Naki Goodman, and fifth place, a surprise to me, never could have seen this coming, was Star Andrews. And then in sixth place was Cheon Kim. She was followed by Leah Serna, ahead of Hyen Lee, then Hana Yoshida, then Ekaterina Karakova, who was ahead of Wakaba Higuchi, then lastly was Josephine Lee. Again, the women really have me mentally stressed out. I am doing mental gymnastics. The high, the lows, the bipolar has me all over the place. And I feel like the season just got started. I don't know how I'm going to make it to the Olympic, but make it I must. So, in last place here was Josephine Lee, another young skater in the American rank that I feel like probably could get help from a jump specialist, because her jumps tend to get that under rotation call. And if she doesn't get a jump specialist to help her, the judges will probably continue to hit her with those jump under rotation. But I do feel there's a lot of potential to this skater. I feel like she's nicely packaged. She has nice hand-to-head movement. Her skating skills are good. She just needs to get the jumps together. And I could see the judges getting behind her. No, Wakaba Higuchi. I really do think the skating deities hate me on a deep personal level. Wakaba has two Olympic worthy program. Wakaba is literally packaged to the T. She is snatched to within a breath of her life, and then she got injured, and I'm like, no. Oh God, I don't care. Send Wakaba to the Olympic because we owe her. But what I am praying is that Wakaba takes the time to properly heal and then comes back. I don't know if she'll be able to meet the criterias required to make the Japanese women team, which is so incredibly packed. And the Japanese Federation has never been kind to Wakaba. They've never helped her out. Every chance they got to bury her, they buried her. And I don't see that changing here. But I'm praying. I'm burning every candle, every incense for Wakaba. Please let her go to the Olympic. I'm I'm devastated. Ekaterina, oh my God, I really like Ekaterina. I really like both of her programs this season. I feel like there's a maturity to them. There's a calmness to them. We can definitely see how Ekaterina is growing as a performer. She's sensing her music, she's emoting. She's always been known for these fun, quirky programs. So now to have this more mature side of her, really appreciated. Those jumps are awful. Those jumps are so under rotated and pre-rotated at time. And it's such a shame because she's such a wonderful skater that if we could get the jumps, again, a jump specialist to work with her to get those jumps rotated, oh, she would be amazing. Then Hannah Yoshida. I'm still on that bandwagon. Please, Hannah, I just want to see that short program skated cleanly just once. I love the short program. That Kill Bill short program has so much personality, so much potential. I want to see it skated cleanly. Her jumps continue to be just all over the place, and I don't understand why, because when she first came out she was so technically consistent, but now her jumps are really all over the place. She got that triple axel in the long program. Good for her. Good for her. The rest of the program didn't quite work the way she wanted, but at least she got that triple axel, so that could be off her mind. Hyen Lee, I have to ask again, why are the South Korean women being buried in the short program? I felt like Hyen's score should have been a lot higher in the short program than it was here. But again, the South Korean women are always getting hit with these under rotation, with these, edge call that I don't see other skaters getting, and I don't think that's fair. Her scores in the long program, yes, that made sense because she made the errors. But the short program scores, I really don't understand. Leah, this was a very good outing for her. She's got that girthy jumper potential that I just absolutely, I adore. I adore. I'm waiting for it to come. Cheon Kim, the another South Korean woman that was absolutely buried in the short program. I honestly thought her scores would be like around the 70 to 72 like everyone else on Twitter. And when I saw her score, I was like, why are they burying Cheon Kim? And they are. And in the long, even in the long program, she didn't make that many errors, and I just don't understand why the judges have decided not to go with her. Then Star Andrew, the breakout, did not see it coming performance of the event for me. So you already know Star Andrew is going to either have a moment at one of her Grand Prix, or she's going to have a moment at US Nationals. And now that she has announced that she is not going to be competing singles anymore, she's transitioning to pairs, I'm immediately thinking, like, who's going to be her partner? Who is she going to be skating with in pairs? I'm really wondering that. I think I saw on Instagram she's dating Luke Wang, who is one of my favorite male pair skaters, but he's partnered with Olivia Flores. So it's not going to be a situation where she's skating with her boyfriend, is it? We're going to have to wait for more announcements to see who she's skating with. But if you are going to change discipline and this is going to be your last season competing as a single skater and you wanted to make a statement, this is how you make a statement. You already know she was going to do the Beyonce short program, and it was probably going to be a good short program. She ate that short program and left no crumbs. She left absolutely no crumb to be had in that short program. And then I was like, okay, so she had her short program moment. Yay, Star. Did not think she was going to have the stamina for that long program. Did not think so at all. Star was like, Hefford, shut your face and hold my skate. Star Andrews came in that long program like somebody owed her money. Like I owed her money. Like she wanted to snatch my head bald. She skated that long program the best I've seen her skate a long program in years. The jumps have never looked better. She was giving me face. She was giving me extension. She was giving me footwork. Well-deserved placement. Well-deserved placement. I had nothing to say. Star Andrews told me to shut my mouth, and shut my mouth I will, because she ate both of those programs and then wiped both sides of her mouth and left no crumbs. Another skater that came to deliver was Laurenaki Goodman. Again, she was on point in that short program. The jumps look better than they've ever looked. That program's layout is one of my favorite layout. Musically, everything is beautifully constructed. You could tell whoever did this program did it with an idea of it being for this skater. It is tailored to Lara, and I love to see that. She was in third place after the short program, and a Grand Prix medal was so close, and then she doubled her combination. When I saw that double, I was like, oh no. I knew immediately that that bronze medal had just gone out of her hand. But I love the short program. I think it's so unique. It's a program that only Laura could give us. She's completely committed to the performance. The music score for that movie is absolutely brilliant. This is a performance that I think if she could skate it clean on home ice at the Olympic, what a moment. What a moment. And then Anastasia Gabanova. You know, I got a soft spot for Anastasia for calling out Eteri and her drugging practices. Anastasia is a fave of mine. She is selling that. This is another skater that told me to shut my mouth. I criticized her so hard on her Bollywood program because it was blend, the outfit was blend, the program was blend. She heard me complaining and she was like, shut your face, Hefford. And she came with a Bollywood program. The packaging is on point, and Anastasia sold that short program to me. I believe it. I don't know about other people. I personally believed it. Then we moved into the long program, you know, the Ghost. Very, very nice. She's definitely a business-oriented jumper. She has that thing where she puts one hand into the other, almost like she's knocking into herself to get herself up into the air to rotate her jump. So there's a very, I wouldn't say her jumps are the prettiest or easiest looking jumps out there. You could tell that Anastasia definitely has to work for her jump, but she does work for the jumps and she gets what she needs to get the job done. And I do like that. And she had some lovely moments in the program where she was emoting, where you saw facial movement for her, where her body was also telling you the story. Very nice. Very happy here for Anastasia. This bodes well for her in terms of a European medal, and even, in terms of her placement at Worlds. Last time she was at Worlds, it was very devastating for her. So for her, and I know she also has mentioned that this might be her last season. So for her to be able to go to Worlds and be on a high, definitely positive. In second place here was Rinka Watanabe. Justice for Rinka. Justice for Rinka. Let's be honest, I had Rinka all the way down on my pick, both for the judges and for my own personal pick. I did not see her on the podium, but I have said all season, Rinka is going for broke. She is going 100% and nothing else. And this has nothing to do with the other skaters and everything to do with how the International Skating Union, ISU, how corrupt they are, how the judges turn this sport into a joke by the way they choose to just score this event. and all the events that has happened previously that led us to this. The short program, Rinka was absolutely brilliant. She got that triple axel. She was giving us everything. She sold that program to 100% capability. She came into the long program and you could tell on her face it was going to be do or die. And she did the triple axel, triple toe. You knew she was giving it everything and then some. Yes, the second triple axel, she lost it, but she fought for every single jump. Yes, this program of hers is not my favorite program, but she's definitely committed to the program every step of the way. When she got off the ice, that technical score was 79 something. Where these judges found 10 points to deduct from this child technical score is pure bullshit to me. That is pure bullshit because no, this was nonsense. When she finished her long program, I immediately said, give it to her. Those were the words that came out of my mouth as I was watching it, and I watched this event live. I was like, give it to her. I know they weren't going to, but I still said give it to her because she earned it on that night, and they took it. The judges took it away from her on technical calls, and that was very sad to see. And that's not to take anything away from the competitors, but this is to point out the bullshit that the judges are doing that needs to be stopped. Our winners here was Alyssa Liu. She's so cute. Alyssa is so cute. Like in the short program before she went out, she went to drink water and she spilled the water all over her. She's just such a, cute, goofy kind of person that you cannot help root for her. Definitely the technical callers are very generous to Alyssa. I am a fan of Alyssa. I love her comeback story. I definitely want her to shine this season. But the tech callers are very, very generous to Alyssa. I get so emotional for her after her short program because I guess when they created the program, it was meant to be a one season program because it's so emotional. But because of circumstances, she now has to do this program for a second season, and you could tell how much it affects her. And I love that for a skater. I love when a skater is so genuinely connected to their program that they're brought to tears. I love that. And then it's so incredibly interesting to see her go from that very emotional program to the Donna Summers program, which is so much fun. And you could see how much that's also suited to her personality and how much fun she has. I'm very happy for Alyssa and her wins and her winning here. And she's definitely made it to the Grand Prix final. This was my take on the women at the 2025 Skate America. But you guys let me know in the comment. What did you feel? Did you want justice for anyone? Were you screaming at your TV? Let me know in the comments.